Hi everyone, this is Radek Rubicki. I'm the owner and president of Empower Products, maker of the MP800 door closer. This is the door closer that you may be familiar with. Comes with a bracket, an arm. I just wanted to take some time to explain a few things about how this works for troubleshooting purposes, and hopefully this is helpful to the users of the Empower MP800 power closer, as it's been called. A little bit of background on this company. It's been around about 25 years. It's made in Canada. I am the third owner. Recently acquired the business about a year ago, and my intent is just to share some more information to make it easier to install and troubleshoot. So what I thought I'd do is start just by explaining, the actual mechanism of how this works. So I've got a part here that is not assembled, and the way the door closer works, it's a zinc housing and a polymer insert that is injection molded, and it's got a spring, which is the actual mechanism that gives the rotary force to close it. So I know it says hydraulic closer on it on some of the materials, but it's actually not hydraulic. It's spring. It's a spring function. Okay, so and sometimes I kind of get questions about how this thing, how to set it for a left or right closing application, and hopefully, if I explain how it works, it'll help. So the first thing I want to mention, if you can kind of see, the internals of this is smooth and round, except it does have a um, right here at right across from where it's held onto the bracket. It's got this blocker right at, this is what I call 12 o'clock. So right at 12 o'clock, it's got a blocker. And that corresponds to another blocker on the interior rotor. When you put this in, it it blocks it from rotating 360 degrees, right? So it can kind of rotate from the 1 o'clock all the way to the 11 o'clock, if you're thinking kind of on a watch face, but it cannot go right to noon. Okay, and just to help, I kind of wrote, the numbers on one of these. So I kind of think about this as 12 o'clock, and then going clockwise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the blocker is at 12 o'clock. And I also put a mark with a magic marker on the white rotor, which you can see it's at about 11, 11:30, call it 11 o'clock. That's where the blocker on the white rotor is, and then the blocker on the metal housing is at 12 o'clock. So hopefully that makes sense. So what if you try to twist this, it'll you won't be able to twist it past the 12 o'clock from the marking. Okay, but it can go all the way around to 1 o'clock once it's not loaded. So hopefully that makes sense. So just again, if I look at this plastic rotor, if I get a magic marker, and this is the blocker on the internal housing, I'm putting a black mark where this is. Okay, so you can kind of see. It doesn't have to be exact. It just kind of gives you an indication. And I'll show you how you can identify this on a brand new out of the box unit that's been fully assembled. So, if you take it out of the box, kind of comes like this with the arm. So if you stick the arm on and rotate it, when you can't rotate it anymore, you know that that's where the blocker is. So I'll just set it on my little device here. And if I'm, so this is where it's blocking. So I know that that corresponds, to this right there. And I'll show you a way to remove the spring load. So if you take a flathead and just press this down, this will actually release the tension in the spring. Because this is how you load up tension in the spring. You press in and turn it, press in and turn it. It's a hexagon, so 6 sides. So every 1/6 is it's loading it up more and more, right? So it's loaded up a little bit. If you press it in and let it release, that's kind of a neutral position. And then you can go ahead and see where the blocker is. Okay, so there, I can feel it. It won't go any further. You can use a little wrench to get this. So I know that the blocker is right there. So I kind of can mark that. And it's sitting at about 11 o'clock there. So if I now have my little blocker marked, if I flip it over and I start loading it, this blocker is causing it, to be loaded. So, it's got quite a bit of force here. So that's how it works. I hope that makes sense. Again, to recap, if I flip it over, it's got some tension on it. And if I press that in, it'll kind of, remove the tension. And if I were to turn it the other way now, so I'm now loading it clockwise from the bottom, you can see this thing has started moving because it's, tension's being applied to the spring. So it's moving the position from 11 to it'll stop at the 1 o'clock position. See how it's gone to 1 o'clock there? Maybe I'll show you with the marked up one. So there, it's at 11 o'clock. And I will start loading it counterclockwise or clockwise. So I'm turning this to the right. Okay. And you can see it's gone till 1 o'clock. Okay. So it's a little bit about the door closer and how it works. And if this is helpful, let me know in the comments, or if you have any other questions, happy to post additional explanations. Okay, thank you.